Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let us start.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you know, due to COVID-19 pandemic, okay, the mode of learning has been changed, and CBSE also has given us a special scheme of assessment for board classes 10 and 12 for the academic session 2020 sorry 2021 and 22. Okay, so today let us know what are the provisions given by the CBC. Now I shall share my screen. So here we have special scheme of assessment for board examination classes 10 and 12 for the session 2021-22. Special scheme for 2021-22. As I have already told you that due to pandemic, okay, CBSE has given us a special scheme of assessment for this academic session 2021-22. Now let us read. Academic session has been divided into two terms with approximately 50% syllabus in each term. Okay, the whole year has been divided into two terms with approximately 50% syllabus in each term. Then the board will conduct examination at the end of each term on the basis of the bifurcated syllabus. Okay, see, CBSE has already given us the bifurcated syllabus for each term, and it has been standardized also. And so we shall provide you those syllabus in the group also. Okay, and remember, at the end of each term, there will be board examination, directly or indirectly. Okay, remember, the board will conduct examinations at the end of each term on the basis of the bifurcated syllabus. You must know that the syllabus, the whole syllabus, has been divided into two parts. At the same time, the syllabus for the board examination 2021-22 has been rationalized, has been reduced, okay, like the previous year. But the names, the lesson topics are not the same with the previous year. Some are the same, and but some are not the same. Okay. So for the term one examination, at the end of the first term, the board will organize term one examination in a flexible schedule to be conducted between November-December 2021 with a window period of 4 to 8 weeks for schools situated in different parts of country and abroad. Dates for conduct examination will be notified subsequently. Okay. As I told you earlier, there will be two board examination for your batch. So at the end of the first term, the board will organize term one examination in a flexible schedule. Okay, which will be conducted in the months of November, December 2021. For that, the CBSE will open the window for about 4 to 8 weeks. The question paper will have multiple choice questions, MCQ, that is MCQ, including case-based MCQs and MCQs on adjacent reasoning type. Question paper will be of multiple choice question, including case-based MCQs. Actually, a case study will be given, and you have to comprehend the case study. You have to read carefully the case study, and after that you have to answer the MCQs. Okay, and other questions like assertion reasoning type also will be there. And duration of test will be 90 minutes, and will cover only the rationalized syllabus of term 1 only. That is approximately 50% of the entire syllabus. So the questions which will be asked in the term 1 examination will be from the syllabus of term 1 only. That is 50% of the entire syllabus. And remember, the duration of test will be 90 minutes. Okay. Any question, boys and girls?
Sorry, it will only be MCQ, is it?
Yes. MCQs, this case based also MCQs. Actually, they will provide you this essays, a case study. You have to comprehend it. You have to read it carefully, and after that, you will find MCQs based on the those passages, those case studies. Okay. Then assertion reasoning type also MCQ. So any other? Okay, next. Uh, so let us continue term 1 examinations. Question papers will be sent by the CBSE to schools along with marking scheme. CBSE will send question paper to the school with the answers. Okay. And the exam will be conducted under the supervision of the external center superintendents and observers appointed by CBSE. So as done earlier, CBSE will send external center superintendents and observers for that examination. The responses of students will be captured on OMR sheets, which after scanning may be directly uploaded at CBSE portal, or alternatively may be evaluated and the marks obtained will be uploaded by the school on the very same day. So we have two options. The first one is that your answer sheet, okay, will be in the form of OMR, okay, and those OMR can be scanned directly after scanning, can be directly uploaded to the CBSE portal. Or another option is that we may check, because they are sending the answers also, teachers may check, okay, your OMRs. After that, marks obtained will be directly uploaded to the CBSE portal on the same day. The final direction in this regard will be conveyed to the school by the examination unit of the board. Okay, how to conduct the exam will be notified later on. Marks of term 1 examination will contribute to the final overall score of the student. So these marks will be counted, okay, for declaring the results. So up to here, any question, boys and girls? So this is about term 1 examinations. Next, we have term 2 examination, or it is also known as year-end examination. Okay. So at the end of the second term, the board will organize term 2 or year-end examination based on the rationalized syllabus of term 2 only. That is approximately 50% of the entire syllabus. So based on the reduced syllabus given by the CBSE, okay, at the end of the second term, again the board will conduct term 2 examination. This examination would be held around March, April 2022. at the examination centers fixed by the board. Okay, so that this exam will be conducted around March April 2022, and the examination centers will be fixed by the board. That means we may not see the exams in our school. Okay, we may be going to the other schools for sitting the exam. The paper will be of 2 hours duration and have questions of different formats: case-based, situation-based, open-ended, short answer, long answer type. So in this case, in the term 2 examination, okay, so there will be short answer type questions, there will be long answer type questions, okay, including this case-based, situation-based, then open-ended questions also will be there. And that means critical thinking, okay, questions will be there. In case the situation is not conducive for normal descriptive examination, a 90-minute MCQ based exam will be conducted at the end of the term 2 also. So if the situation is not normal, if the pandemic, okay, COVID-19 pandemic is not normal, and if the normal descriptive examination is not possible, then say a 90-minute MCQ based exam will be conducted instead of those descriptive type. If the exam is of descriptive type, then it will be 2 hours duration. Okay, and questions will be so will include short answer and a long answer type. However, if the situation is not normal, then instead of descriptive, MCQ exam will be conducted. Okay, and the duration will be of 90 minutes only. Marks of term 2 examination would contribute to the final overall score. So these marks also will be counted for declaring results. Okay, so this is for the term 2 examination. It is also known as year-end examination. So any question regarding the term 2 examination? Okay, if you don't have, so let us proceed. Assessment examination, assessment or exam as per the different situation. Okay, how to assess or how to conduct examination as per the different situations of the pandemic. So different situations are given here. Okay, in the first situation, in case the situation of the pandemic improves and the students are able to come to schools or centers for taking the exams, board will conduct term 1 and the term 2 examination at schools or centers, and the theory marks will be distributed equally between the two exams. Okay, in case the situation of the pandemic improves and the students are able to come to schools or centers for taking the exam, board will conduct term 1 and term 2 examination at schools or centers, and the theory marks will be distributed equally between the two exams. Means the marks will be the same. Okay, term 1 and term 2. Say for example, if the subject is of IT marks theory, then it may be distributed 40-40 like that. Or if it is of 70, so 35-35 like that. It will be equally distributed. Okay, in theory. In case the situation of the pandemic forces complete closure of schools during November-December 2021, but term 2 exams are held at schools or centers, term 1 MCQ based examination would be done by students online or offline from home. In this case, the weightage of this exam for the final score would be reduced, and the weightage of term 2 exam will be increased for declaration of final result. If the situation is not okay, if the situation is not normal in the month of November, December, okay, And but term 2 exams are held at the schools or centers given by the board. In that case, that term 1 MCQ based examination may be done, okay, online or offline from home. And if it is conducted from home, okay, if you are allowed to sit the exam from home, in that case, the weightage or marks scored in the term 1 will be reduced, okay. Less marks will be counted from this term 1 examination, and more weightage will be, more marks will be taken from the term 2 exams, okay. And in case the situation of pandemic forces complete closure of schools during March April 2022, but term 1 exams are held at schools or centers, result will be based on the performance of students on term 1 MCQ based examination and internal assessment, that is practical works, okay, and others. The weightage of marks of term 1 examination conducted by the board will be increased to provide year-end result of candidates. So this is another situation. In case the situation of pandemic forces complete closure of schools during March April 2022, but term 1 exam was held at schools or centers. So in this case, what to do? In that case, result would be based on the performance of the students on term 1 MCQ based examination and internal assessment, that is practical works. The weightage of marks of term 1 examination conducted by board will be increased. So in this case, term 1 marks will be counted more, okay, to provide year-end results of candidates. And in case the situation of pandemic forces complete closure of schools and board conducted term 1 and term 2 exams are taken by the candidates from home in the session 2021-22. So in this case, see, the situation is again, this is another situation. In this case, both term 1 and the term 2 exams, okay, are sitting from home. So in this situation, results would be computed on the basis of the internal assessment, practical project work, and the theory marks of term 1 and term 2 exams taken by candidates from home in class 10 or 12, subject to the moderation or other measures to ensure the validity and the reliability of the assessment. So this is another situation, okay. In case of the board exams, term 1 and term 2 exams are taken by the candidate from home, then result will be computed on the basis of the internal assessment mark, practical mark, project marks, and theory marks of term 1 and term 2 exam taken by the candidates from home in class 10 or class 12 subjects to the moderation or other measures to ensure validity and the reliability of assessment. So in that case, there will be moderation of the marks, okay. See, like theory, you must know that like theory exams, practicals also will be divided into two terms, okay. For example, subjects having 30 marks practical, in that case also it will be divided into two, 15 marks at the end of the term 1 and another 15 marks at the end of the term 2, and this will be again added together to declare the results, okay. Likewise, for the subjects having 20 marks practical projects or internal assessment, it will be divided into two, 10 marks at the end of the term 1 and 10 marks at the end of the term 2. And this also, these practical exams will be conducted by the CBC directly or indirectly, okay, by sending these external examiners and observers. You must know that. So in the previous years, practical exams were conducted only at the end of the year, okay, full marks, 30 marks, 20 marks like that. But for this academic session, 15 marks, 15 marks exams will be conducted at the end of the term one. Another 15 marks exam will be conducted at the end of the term two. Likewise, for the 20 marks also, it will be done like that. Okay. Any question, boys and girls? Yes, any question, boys and girls? So one information I have to tell is that say if uh, the curfew is suspended, okay, if the lockdown is suspended, so please collect practical notebooks also in addition to your class notebook. If those students who are not collecting class notebook yet till now, so may collect when the lockdown is suspended, and at the same time, okay, when you visit the school, please collect practical notebooks also for all the subjects, because conduct of practical is also this mandatory. And as informed earlier, okay, in the month of November, okay, say or December, in the month of November or December, say board will conduct practical, okay, practical for all subjects. Likewise, another practical exam will be conducted at the end of the term too. So these are the points you have to know. Okay. Do you have any query?
No, sir.
Okay, then this much for today. Thank you very much for joining me